Right.
And I'm grasping the moon.
Right. I'm going to do my pre-intro and then you guys can introduce your characters.
Okay.
Once a year, when the egg moon reaches its softest hue and the chill of the winter finally gives way to the sigh of spring, the Harengon of Bramble Burrow gather to celebrate. Oh, and what a celebration it is! You've arrived in a hill. In a hill? You've arrived on a hill. Oh, in a hill. What? You have, for God's sake, this is hard to say. You've arrived in a hill-woven warren blanketed in velvet grass. There we go, I got through it. I wrote this and I can't fucking say it. Where the air is warm with pollen and powdered sugar. The land itself seems to hum with pastel joy. Painted eggs the size of your fists hang from swaying blossom trees, and wreaths of candied petals dangle from every door and lamppost. Even the bees wear bows. Bramble Barrow smells like cinnamon buttered hay and fresh carrot cake. The breeze carries laughter and marshmallow smoke everywhere. Families of twitchy-nosed Harengons skip through fields, decorating burrows with whipped cream garlands and jelly bean lights. Music spilled from the woven candy recorders and peppermint drums. It's spring, it's celebration, and it's perfect. In the town square, this is too picturesque for me, I feel uncomfortable. In the town square, preparations for the Egg Moon Festival are well underway. The stage has been set for the crowning of this year's spring sovereign, a ceremonial title granted to the kindest, cleverest Harengon of the year. This year's favourite is the young and youthful Pip Whistle Nibblewick, a bard with laughter in his bones and a carrot-shaped Luke? A carrot-shaped lute slung across his shoulder. He's been spotted rehearsing a new spring song full of nonsense verses and odd rhymes, meant to be sung beneath the egg moon's soft glow. It's tradition, after all, a song to welcome the season, to ward off the bitter chill of winter's long rest. But as the sun sets, the moon begins to rise. Something seems different. The egg moon, so named for its creamy yellow tinged glow, rises like a pearl in the darkening sky. At first, it's luminous and lovely as ever, but then a faint shimmer crosses its surface, like glass under strain. A hush falls, a hush not caused by awe, but by instinct, by something buried deep in the bones. The music slows, the jellyfrost lamplights flicker, the moon pulses once, like a heartbeat. Somewhere, and unseen, a sugar blossom wilts mid-bloom. And yet, no one says a word. The festival must go on. After all, what harm ever came from a crack in the moon? Dun dun dun!
Thump, thump, thump.
Thump thump thump. Oh,
Yep.
sorry, I forgot.
Oh,
To give you
That's
some
the
background...
one flower wilting.
Yeah.
It wilts with
Give-
that sound. It's the
To give you a
Feywild.
tiny bit of background, because it's nice to have background, this is about Bramble Barrow and the festival. It's a pastoral Harengon village nestled rolling hills and meadows with licorice bramble hedges. It's famous across the Feylands for its Egg Moon Festival. The Egg Moon marks the return of spring and the thinning of the veil, and the crack between seasons. It's believed that the moon holds back the rot of old winters. Every year, a spring sovereign is crowned, a symbolic protector of this season. This year, that's young Piss.
young
Not finishing that
piss.
No, I'm not even finishing that one.
It's young piss.
Local lore speaks of a hollow hare, an old spirit who steals back joy if it's hoarded or broken. But that's just a bedtime story, right? Around you, candy-coloured tents line the village square, selling everything from pickled rainbow carrots to gumdrop grenades. This is a very strange place, okay? Children leap through jelly bean obstacle courses while elderly Harengon judge egg decorating contests. Bards strum sugar-stringed instruments while others trade magical trinkets for whispered favours. In the distance, the candy main looms, normally sealed until the spring sovereign opens it with a rhyme key. It's a perfect evening. Just a little too perfect, maybe. I made Easter have imminent threat.
Excellent.
It's twisted and I love it. Now, character introductions.
Would you like to go first, Lars, or should I?
I can go first.
Okay.
You will see more or less sized and light furred Harengon sitting on top. Scimitar on his hip, a bow on his back, a flowing green cloak, and around his neck is a pendant. And it just seems like a normal carved stone. On the saddle of the Drake, there is a holster for a staff that looks oddly like a snake. Mr. Hopper is in town.
That's an ominous introduction. Let's
It's
see.
the second
So
to
where
last picture,
were
isn't
you?
it, Lars?
Yes, it is the one you did with the new generation
The one
AI.
with the big fluffy back.
It is whoever you want it to be, actually.
We have artwork, so we may as well actually use it for you.
Yeah, just for pictures.
Here we go.
Okay.
This is Mr. Hopper.
All right. Very nice. You look
I
way
like
too
it.
put together.
This was the
Yeah.
right one, wasn't it?
Yeah, we used that.
We had a
but
couple,
you
but I
know,
think that was one of them.
yes, but you know how the owner always looks like its dog? It is
Oh,
that
yeah.
type of treatment for a Harengon
Yeah.
and his Drake.
That is very fair.
Travis.
So what are you doing at the moment? You said you were sitting somewhere.
I am sitting on my Drake and I'm
yeah.
just looking around and generally paying attention to what's happening around.
Okay.
We go to Bramble Down Village. I think I don't have to
So,
share shit to you
one
because
of
you're
the
not
people
actually in
that-
Roll20. I just have to click it.
Yeah. Yep. One of the other Harengon that you see, kind of wandering around the town at the moment. You'll see this kind of fluffy, a fluffy kind of rotund, sturdy-looking Harengon. White with just little flecks of brown around his ears in a couple of little splotches, but 80% white.
I love that word, splotches.
A little bit dirty. It's a good one, right? A little bit dirty, a little bit disheveled, like he's been working all day, or partying all day, or playing all day. Not really sure, but he doesn't keep up the neatest of appearances. Wearing these like wrap style pants that are good for movement, and just this loose, open, flowing shirt, partially unbuttoned, like he's been doing something in the fields, or maybe helping set up decorations. You're not sure. He wears a little cap of.
Wear it.
This you would know as Lilac Shadowfern. So he goes by Lilac or by Lie or Lyle sometimes. Just he has a fun time of it. He has a reputation for being a bit of a brawler, a bit of a fighter, but never in poor tastes. He's always just looking for a raucous good time, but he's a fairly dependable fellow. But at the moment, you will see him that he is just kind of standing, hands on his hips and looking up at the moon, just going, huh. I sure hope that doesn't.
Oh.
Find a drink.
What?
Oh. What was the last thing you guys heard?
I heard everything,
Yeah, I heard everything
think.
as well.
He stares up to the moon and he said something.
Yeah. Huh. I sure hope that doesn't become a problem. Oh well, let's go find a drink.
I think that was my fault. I just changed it back to automatic.
Oh.
Everyone
okay.
keeps bugging out a
No.
lot.
No worries.
Okay, I love
So
it.
yeah,
So we
that
have
is
Lilac and
Lil-
we have Mr.
Hopper.
Hopper
Mr.
or Hopper?
Hopper.
Okay.
Like you
Good.
hop, a little bunny hop.
Like a very stereotypical rabbit.
Yes.
Yeah, even though you're a hare. There we go. Um,
Yeah.
You can
I-
hop as a hare.
True, you can. I have some NPCs to introduce you to as well.
Mm-hmm.
To who you'd be familiar, whether you've been there for a long time or not, it's entirely your choice. I'm leaving that down to you. We have the first in our order of interest. This is Elder Petunia Cobblefoot.
Mm-hmm.
Looks more mousy than rabbity, I know, sorry.
I mean...
No, she looks fine.
Yeah.
We also have Mayor Bonnet Fluffwhisker, who looks like something from a Disney film.
Yes.
And we have Groundskeeper Jellyhop, who I like.
Oh
He's
my-
so cute.
God.
I know. So cute. This is
Uh,
Pip Whistle.
Ooh. She looks entirely too innocent to be innocent.
Of course, that's why she's going to be the Spring Sovereign.
Mm. The
Mm,
spring sacrifice? Is that what I heard?
sacrifice.
Yes.
I said sovereign, not sacrifice.
Sure.
We were
Um,
all thinking it.
Mr. Hopper will just casually lay back on the saddle of his Drake and just go wherever the Drake decides to go, really. As he lulls on a tune on top of his mighty steed.
Performance.
Mr. Hopper, I shall hop between the worlds. It's a 15.
Okay. What
Mr.
kind of tune are you
Hopper.
strumming or plucking or blowing?
No, I'm just the tune is me singing.
Okay. So is
Mr.
it a happy
Hopper,
sing? Is it happy or is it solemn? Or...
I'm trying to
quite tell.
sing it now.
Oh, sorry.
Mr. Hopper, on top of his
Performance.
mighty steed. And so on and so forth.
Okay.
So
I
just
can't
a
tell if
fun
that's
little traveling
melancholic or
song.
happy at this point.
That's entirely
I'm
up
trying to
to
decide.
the one.
It's whatever you see in it is what it is.
I mean, Mr. Hopper sees it as a good thing to be on top of his Drake.
That's valid.
Okay. There are some lovely events. There are activities you can partake in. There's food. It's up to you what you would like to do. By all means, you can do none of them, or you can do all of them, or you can do some of them. You have the option of the following activities. You have the Egg Toss of Fate, Marshmallow Mask Carving, the Jelly Bean Dash, the Egg Oracle, and Sing for Spring Contest.
Mm.
There's also
I-
plenty
Let's
of
see
food.
here.
I think Mr. Hopper will notice Lilac and he will be intrigued
I mean, how can you
by
not?
this Aragon. And he will
Uh.
slowly stroll towards you. And by that I mean the Drake is strolling towards you.
So a prey animal is being walked to by a predator at this point.
I'm gonna look behind me without even looking behind me. Actually, instinctually, I'm just going to walk a little bit faster
How high is your
Oh.
Drake, out of interest?
and just
My Drake is not that big yet. I am
like
a small
small dog
herringon.
level.
I'm a small herringon, and the Drake could most likely not fits a medium-sized Herringon on it.
Are we talking like wolf size?
I mean, so we're still. Yeah, I was gonna say we're still
Yeah.
talking like a small alligator here.
Yeah, it's
That would make me as a person
alligator.
move quickly.
Alligator
exactly.
size.
How tall
Yeah.
is Lilac? Lilac.
Lilac is I'm gonna double check, but I believe he's a small.
Make it up. Make it up. I don't care.
Here.
20 feet
Okay, so
tall.
he's on the smaller side, so he's maybe 3 foot.
Oh god, George Drake is
yeah.
practically as tall as him at this point, to be honest. Then.
Yeah, no, my Drake
Yeah.
is probably
He's-
inching a little over him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
So
would
him-
say
him
my
like
Drake
quickening his
is
pace is
about
reasonable.
4 feet.
Yeah. Him quickening his
Yeah,
pace is
no.
incredibly reasonable.
oh, very much so.
You see
you'll notice
there's a Herringon on the back of this Drake, and the Herringon
Singing.
is singing.
So
'Cause that
I'm
makes
going to
it better.
scurry for a few moments, and then as I'm walking, turn around and go, so Hopper, is that you?
Yes,
always
yes.
Startle
it
me with that
is.
thing.
I mean, he's a
Ah.
good boy. Draco Green
Ah.
has never hurt anyone I haven't told him to hurt.
This is what he says about
He could
Jowl.
swallow me whole, so
Not whole.
he.
I seen him swallow
Are-
many things, but not whole.
Are you good tonight?
Yeah.
Trying desperately not to look into the eyes of the Drake by the looks.
Oh, yeah, no.
So Draco,
I'm still very uncomfortable at the moment.
you mainly eat fish. You know this.
Can we stop
Make it-
talking about eating things?
I mean, I would love to eat a big nice salad, but anything more than that.
Okay. So what brings you here tonight? Don't you normally? Well, never mind. It's the festival. That's
I
a
mean,
dumb question to ask. What brings you
It's
here?
the festival.
Are you?
And I will eye the mayor of the town and
Okay.
try to kind of not be too seen. I will not be in direct view of the mayor.
Just go straight for the mayor while riding
No.
a Drake.
I will try to stay out of the mayor's way.
Okay, in that point, you're in the festival square then.
Hmm.
So the town square is a circular plaza. Oh, hang on, I've got a picture of the town square as well. I'm sorry, I'm very confused by strange bloody places. Because now
Bloody
I have to do this weirdly. This is the festival
Yeah.
square. Actually, kind of picturesque,
Yes.
unlike me.
Oh, okay.
It's a circular plaza carved from striped rock candy cobbles, ringed by pastel-painted stalls, egg-shaped painting booths, marshmallow catapults, licorice whip contests, and at its centre stands the spring stage, adorned with ribbons, woven baskets, and newly placed throne carved from sugarwood. Wow, this entire place is just diabetes. Sorry,
Yes.
but everything feels dull. There's so much sugar into it. The
All the
genuine colours-
herringons
you
around
know
are
what?
particularly fat.
Yeah, and they have no teeth.
Oh.
The jelly bean colours are washed in a red haze. The scent of the air is off. It's not sweet as it should be. It's sour and sharp, like citrus gone rotten.
Hmm.
Booth signs creak slightly in the wind, and they taste like burnt sugar. Among the decorations, you notice something wrong. A white frosted cake. Doesn't look quite right. Perception rolls. Or investigation. I'm giving you perception or investigation.
Then I take perception, and it's a 13 because I rolled bad.
Oh dear.
Let's do what I get. A 22
Oh Jesus.
perception.
So Lilac will notice. I've lost where I am in my scripting. No. The white frosted cake seems to have collapsed, revealing inside it not a sponge, but a black egg that seems to be pulsing. It shudders once and then remains still.
I'm going to start. I'm going to hastily move towards it, quickly distracted from the current Drake situation.
Anything but the drake.
pausing only for a second to sniff a stall that is making caramel apples, and they smell amazing. No,
they
I'll
don't.
come
They
back for
smell-
I'll
they
come back
smell-
for you.
They smell of burnt sugar and citrus.
I mean,
Oh.
that sounds very nice to me, but
Weird.
sure.
That's not the way it. Whatever. I'll come back to it in a second. And I run to check on the cake that has collapsed. As I draw closer, I see that there's this egg of some sort poking out of the center of it.
Yes.
That doesn't look quite right.
As you regard it, it seems to be
And I'm
larger
gonna-
than a chicken's egg, but it seems to be black and almost throbbing. When it stops
Ew.
and throbs.
Ew.
Is that another word you don't like? Throbbing.
No, I don't want throbbing eggs. That's
yeah,
the
that's
thing.
strange. Yeah.
I'm gonna look around. Is there anybody nearby me, or is especially the mayor?
The mayor is not. by
Actually,
you
well,
at
I
this
know that
point,
there's.
Although you can see him a little way down the lane.
Okay. Hopper, Mr. Hopper, mind keeping there. This thing's weird. Can you keep an eye on this? I'm gonna go get the mayor.
Oh, yeah, yes, I will keep an eye on
And
it.
I'm gonna
Why
take off
are
at
you?
that point.
Why are you getting the mayor?
I am running already.
As you are running, you hear the flurry of clicking and clacking slippers and jostling charms, which signal the arrival of Elder Petunia. She's small and... Oh my god, I didn't realise I wrote this before we talked about the big fat. She is small and wide, like a sugared dumpling in motion. Her peppermint spectacles bob on her nose as she waves a candy wand desperately in your direction as you run towards her.
Okay. I was going for the mayor, but seeing as Elder
She has
Petunia's right there
interceded
as
into
well,
the mayor.
With at
Totally fine.
25 in sleight of hand, can Hopper take the egg?
Let's see if anyone notices. As you go to take the egg, you'll notice there are a lot of eyes on you. So ironically, because there's eyes in my dice. I just realised as I say this. And they move, they look
So they
it's weird.
beat at 25 then.
No, didn't say they beat 25. I said there are a lot of eyes on you. I didn't say they notice you do something. There's a difference.
I will dismount my Drake and kind of keep my Drake as a cover, so people don't necessarily see me
Hiding
as
behind your Drake.
as I take the egg.
Okay, you take and pocket the throbbing black egg.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm deliberately doing it now because I know it upsets him.
Elder Petunia. I was gonna get the mayor, but
she'll
you'll
look at you
you'll
and stop you. Oh mercy! Oh stars and sweets! The maze is twisted and even poor Pip Whistle too.
What's going on? There was an egg. The cake fell apart, and there's a weird black egg in it. What's happened to the maze?
She will grab and
Pip
shake
Whistle?
you. They took Pip Whistle. Then she'll clutch something close to her
Who?
chest.
It'll be okay.
The maze ate her.
The maze ate her. What? Did you see what it was? Oh, this is weird. We need to go check that out. You get the mayor. Find out what's going on with that egg in the cake. I guess we need to get some people together and go do something about a maze? Oh, this is a weird night. I want to look up at the moon and see if it's changed any.
The moon has begun to drip syrup.
The moon is a pancake.
Or yolk, you can't quite.
That can't.
As you say this, you will see that Mr. Hopper is back on his Drake and is strolling towards you, Lilac. What?
as this
What?
happens.
Why is
Ah.
there even more commotion here?
It's hard to get the details out, but I think the maze has come alive and eaten somebody. So,
Oh, that seems like a nose problem. Let's go.
that seems like a us problem.
Bristle was waving at the egg moon, whispering something like a mad sugar poet, and he vanished right into the vines. This
That
egg ate
seems
from
like
our
a
coop.
not us problem.
I've
Let's
seen these.
not be here.
As this is going on, the crowd will part and the mayor will waddle forth, puffing out his chest beneath his candy-striped waistcoat. A golden egg-shaped badge glints on his heart, and he raises his paw dramatically. Now, citizens of Bramblewood, there's no need for a festival fiasco. I'm sure young Pip Whistle just slipped behind a hunting banner. A bunting banner, not a hunting banner, I'm so sorry. It's a bit of a different feeling, isn't it? We'll find him before the pudding sets. And he will turn to you and lower his voice. You seem capable and discreet. Why don't you quietly check the maze? You know, just in case.
Oh,
No
I
need to
know
cause
how to
undue
do
panic.
things quietly.
I appreciate the direction, but I was heading that way anyway. Go check on the cake. That's all I'm gonna say. Go check the cake. It's weird. Or at minimum, it needs fixed.
We need a new cake, is what
Yeah.
they're telling you.
At least we need a new cake. There's some egg-related incident.
I
It's an
mean,
egg-related incident.
cakes
That sounds
are
really bad, doesn't it?
usually a badly made cake is usually because of the wrong usage of egg and other ingredients. But let's go check out this
this was a-
maze.
A little more direct, I think, but yeah, let's go ahead and.
Sure.
Mr. Hopper, you want to put that friend of yours to work?
Yes, Draco Green is eager to help.
Start eating
Draco
caramel.
Green. All right, cool. I'll try to remember that.
And I will
Okay, let's go.
scratch Draco behind his horns.
He will purr.
Such a good boy. Yeah, you're such a good boy.
Very loudly and sweetly, oddly.
Loudly,
Is it that, like-
sweetly. You know how alligators purr?
Yeah.
And just make the water vibrate? That's
Because we
how
all
it
know how
purrs.
that sounds.
I was just gonna ask if it was that deep echoey thing that alligators do.
Yeah.
It's more of a vibration than anything else.
hmm
It sounds
Mm.
nice.
Who's
As
a
you-
good boy?
As you move forth, from the edge of the maze, a thin voice rises. Groundskeeper Jellyhop, wrapped in mossy robes and smelling of wet licorice, stands half hidden in the vines. His fur wild and beetles of candy shell cling to his robes. One of his eyes glows faintly green. It ain't the lad, it's the land! The maze changed overnight, grew a heartbeat. The sweets are bloomin' run. Some of them whisper to me at night. He will tilt his head towards the sky. The moon's not a moon, it's a womb. Something cracked it from inside. If you're going in there, remember the rhyme. Find the yolk that does not rot. Beneath the sugar, pain runs hot. Do you want me to repeat it?
Would Hopper know any plant-related creatures to this side of the Feywild?
No, this place is entirely weird and strange during the festival.
Okay.
Correct me if I made a mistake on this. Find the yolk that does not drop. Beneath the
Rot.
sugar, pain runs hot. Rot.
Yeah, find the yolk that does not rot. Beneath the sugar, pain runs hot.
Okay.
It was his weird accent that made it sound strange. I understand. That's why I said you want me to repeat.
Yeah.
Are we
That's why I was
certain
like,
we should?
will double check.
Are we certain we should rely on an old man's
On
intuition?
Old Man Intuition? You mean like one of the most reliable individuals we have here
The
in
druid.
Brambleboro?
Mm,
I would trust him with my life.
no. Okay.
That may be a decision
Jelly Hop.
you.
I feel like he's sending us to our doom, but sure. But yeah, let's check out the maze. And you can gather that Mr. Hopper seems very eager to get away from the cake at this moment in
Is he
time.
diabetic? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is Mr. Hopper diabetic? He just wants to get away from all the sugar.
Yes.
No,
I mean, I could
explain
understand
this
that there's a
in
lot
the
more
drama.
sugar.
I
Oh,
stole
fleeing
the
scene of a crime,
egg,
that makes
but-
sense too. True, you did steal the egg.
Yeah. Groundskeeper, Jelly Hop. Stay. You can take care of yourself. Be careful tonight. It's gotten weird.
Ah, that it has. It's got rather strange. Beware the rot. As you prepare to leave the square, a sharp creaking splits the air. One of the taffy poles holding up a decorative canopy begins to crack. Its marshmallow cords unraveling, a sheet of caramel glazed cloth, I really went over the top of fucking sweets, didn't I? Topples downwards with a whoosh right above you. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
I mean, this seems... wait, I think my Drake has to roll it since I'm on the Drake?
It does.
Do-do-dee-doo-dee-doo. My Drake
an
sucks, it's a
11.
6.
But I'm also going to use my fancy or lucky footwork to add a D4 to that.
Oh yeah,
So it's
my,
going to be a 12.
my
You both
Drake
failed.
rolled a 6 and I rolled a 25 as I jump off the Drake.
That will allow you to narrowly escape it. However, Lilac and your Drake will be affected by this. So,
Oh.
Lilac and the Drake, you become restrained under a sticky, sugar-coated net and take... Oh, I get to use actual dice today.
Oh.
Ah.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no. Ah.
However,
This
Mr. Hopper, you dodge clear as a sugary slab crashes down beside you.
Jeez.
This is
Oh
really
my
great.
God.
Some sugar.
I do not have a sweet tooth today, I feel. Do you need any help, Lilac?
We'll find out in a second. And I'm going to go ahead and curl up and put my feet under it and try to kick this off of me.
That's a strength athletics. Unless you wish to try and get out using acrobatic moves. But you said kick off, so it's
Nah,
strength
I'll do athletics. Cool, a nat 1 for a 7.
Oh, Jesus, you are not doing well. You are
Get him-
still
get him
trapped
out of the way
under
early.
the sugar.
Draco,
Yeah, I could use some help.
with
Yeah.
19 as a strength check, Draco will try to get out of the crumbled caramel.
Draco manages to escape the crumbled caramel. I love the phrasing of that, so I'm using it.
Good boy. And I will reach over and try to help Lilac up.
Do I get to make another roll with advantage?
Yes, you do get to make another roll with advantage.
Hooray. Athletics again, correct?
Yes. Welcome to my idea of
Alright.
Easter. Trapping people under
Ooh.
sugar.
That's fine. A little better, it's a 16.
That is enough. You
My
managed
dice are
to
not very good today.
find
Okay.
your way out from the sugary netting, still covered in the residue of it. You're sickly sweet
Yeah.
right now. So it's
Oh,
great.
I'm gonna
as
Need a bath
I
tonight.
help Lilac
yeah,
up,
more than normal.
I will cast Goodberry, and you will see 10 tiny baby carrots forming in my hand, because that's how I flavor my Goodberry. Yeah, you should have some of
Carrot
these.
flavored.
I think this is racist. But I don't
And
sure.
I'll And I'll hand you 5 good berries. Then equals 5 HP.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and munch on a couple of them and pocket a couple of them. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna eat 3 of them at the moment, but the other 2 I'm just gonna tuck away into a little pocket somewhere in my
And
vest.
you will see that he feed the 5 last ones to his drake.
Yeah, I feel a little better. Good snack. Good snack always helped, and something
Good
not
snack
sugary for the
helps.
moment.
Oh yeah,
There's a
no,
lot of
we
sugar
don't
going
want.
on.
Carrots
I feel
are
bad now.
naturally sweet, either way.
Oh,
So.
absolutely. I love a good like cake or caramel or chocolate egg as much as the next guy.
Ah,
But-
good carrot cake.
Not when it's
A
crushing.
good carrot cake. But yeah,
You're
Oh,
really
yeah,
going
well,
to win with the anti-carrot racism right now, aren't you? You're just accepting it.
Yes.
we're all rabbits here.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably keep on going away from these falling buildings, I think.
I don't even know what caused that. Is it windy or anything right now?
There is some wind, yes.
Is
I
that
will-
maybe what caused this? Or are we not sure?
I will
You can
cast.
investigate further, but at the moment you have no idea. what
I
it
will
is.
cast Druidcraft and get Weather Sensor. You create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. The effect might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, a cloud of rain, falling snowflakes, and so on.
There will be a small dripping orb of maple syrup, which is oddly viscous and yellow, almost like an egg yolk.
That's
Yeah.
not how weather should work. Uh,
It's
I
basically
would-
an omen of weather, is what you asked me for.
yeah.
What were you? What was it supposed to? What's supposed to happen?
It usually this depicts what the weather will be,
And it remains
and
for
it
24
usually
hours, doesn't it?
don't. Hmm.
It remains for 24 hours, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't remain for 24 hours, but I predict the weather within the next 24 hours.
Okay, it will appear over a small rabbit with pink hair, and now she's covered in syrup.
That
That's yeah. It usually doesn't rain syrupy egg yolks, as
it's
far
gonna
as
rain
I
syrupy egg
know.
yolk.
And with a 21 in nature, I think I know this is not normal.
Oh, you don't even need a nature roll. This is not normal. No.
Oh, I mean, we are in
I-
the Feywild, so you
True.
never know.
I took the Feywild to a whole different level, didn't I?
Oh, okay. Let's
weird place.
let's get to whoever whatever needs.
Whoever, whatever, wherever is happening.
No, we still need to get to the maze and see if we can find Pip Whistle. But we might want to start talking to people soon, because this doesn't sound good.
I mean, we should maybe warn people as
Like,
to
we've had
not
jelly bean
be
rain
outside.
before.
You've
Last
been
year, I
rained,
think
yeah.
it was. But we've never had this
Syrupy egg yolk.
syrupy stuff. And like the jelly bean rain was fun, but broke a
I
couple of
feel
windows.
like
No big deal.
raining egg yolk is gonna be very sticky.
I feel like
I
with
love
the
where this has gone.
moon, I feel like with the egg moon cracking open, this is a bad sign. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go take care of the immediate problems. Let's get Pip Whistle, and then
You see, you nearly did it! It's not just me!
It's
I
Pimp
almost did it.
Whistle.
You nearly said piss whistle.
I know.
I heard pimp.
It also doesn't help because one of the podcasts I listen to, that has been one of the guy's favorite words, like, for the last, like 2 weeks ago, I think it was during one of the podcasts, he yelled it like 5 times. So it's already fresh in my brain. Anyway, I will at one point tonight probably say it on accident. But no, and I'm going to go ahead and try to start shaking off and wiping off some of this as best I can. But I'm going to start running towards the maze.
It's very sticky and viscous, but it does dry fairly quickly.
Yeah, I'm sure I can get enough of it off to move around. Is all I'm
Yes.
hoping for. I can
Okay,
wash
come on.
later.
Come on, Draco. And Draco will just lumber behind me as we walk.
Yes, Potter. Sorry. I've been repressing that ever since you started calling it Draco.
Oh, that's funny.
Potter!
I'm going to get him
Yes.
expelled.
I'll get you expelled, Potter. The hedge maze yawns before you, a towering arch of sour green vines and black licorice thorns. Marshmallow. Hold on, let me change. I can usually do this in one go, but this is throwing me now. Where was it? Marshmallow blossoms bloom at its base, and the petals. I need to close that. No one saw that.
I actually didn't because was on my character sheet.
Their petals curling unnaturally, though flinching from air. Candy mist coils low to the ground, shivering with faint hues of gold and blood, crimson red.
Yeah, it tastes
As
like
your-
someone's vaping.
As your foot crosses the threshold, a ripple runs through the hedge. And behind you, the entrance swish shuts like a throat clamping closed. The light shifts. The breeze dies. Even the chirps of candy finches vanish. I now need to make candy finches, I've realised. The maze is alive and watching you.
Well,
Oh dear, I
This
put Eldritch
sounds-
Threat to Easter.
this seems ominous.
As soon as I see that wave shake out and hear the door behind me start cracking shut, you will see Lilac just stop. His eyes quickly scanning as he does that little rapid breathing nose thing that rabbits do. So
Oh, the nose twitch.
he's observing everything and trying to figure out if there is danger immediately or if it's just existentially.
Everything's existentially dangerous at this point.
Yes.
I mean, I think the maze looks too nice. I'm going to be honest with you. The image it came up with the maze, it has less threat than I anticipated it to have. The narrow path opens into a circular glade filled with oversized gumdrops, their sugar crystals catching with little light filters through the hedge canopy. Yeah, there's a roof as well. Tall, rainbow-coloured lollipop trees stretch overhead, their translucent leaves clinking like wind chimes. Sticky moss blankets the ground, and the scent of candied fruit hangs thick in the air. But beneath the pastel charm, something feels wrong. A gumdrop twitches, a tree root pulses, and then you see it. A small, round creature made of sugar fluff and spite. Its gummy grin splitting too wide, its eyes cold and unblinking. One chirps. They're really actually quite horrifying. I feel like. One chirps.
I like the fact that they have a false mouth.
I know, it's weird. One chirps.
That makes them really good.
It does. Then another. Dozens more peel away from the terrain, emerging from hollowed sweets and mossy clumps. The peoplings swarm. The pink moss squelches beneath your feet, then clings. Sticky strands snake up your boots, grasping like taffy tentacles. This is now difficult terrain. Roll initiative, bitches! The peoplings are attacking!
Why did we want to do this again? And
Man, everything is bad today.
25.
Where's my stat block for the peoplings? I have a stat block for these creatures.
I rolled a 12.
I rolled
Oh,
a
no.
25, and my Drake goes directly after me.
I'm going to refresh my page because I don't think I've rolled a dice higher than like 7 this entire session. There we go. I don't know if that changes anything or not, but we'll find
No.
out. It makes me feel better.
They are phrased as a swarm of sugar-coated horrors, by the way. Tiny
I like
candid
that.
horrors with gummy grins and frosted malice. This is a very strange place, even for the friggin' Feywild at this point.
Yes. I
Also, I
rolled a
heard your seagulls
25.
back.
Yes, your seagulls are there.
25. Oh, God.
I rolled a 12. I don't mind the seagulls. It's just entertaining.
At this point, it's quite okay, because it's almost thematic. They are
Mm,
fucking annoying now. I'm going to take something and start shooting them if they carry on. The peeplings.
That's very American of you.
Definitely not doing that. The peeplings rolled badly.
Yay!
I mean, they still nearly rolled as well as Travis. So initiative
Yeah.
will roll as Mr. Hopper will go first, then it will be Lilac, and then it will be the peeplings.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are a swarm of peeplings. They act as one entity.
Mr. Lilac, seeing this happen, will unleash 2 arrows into the swarm.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Oh, okay.
Their syrupy hide is too much for you to penetrate with an arrow.
Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we know their
This is
AC now.
Is this magical or non-magical?
This is non-magical.
Okay.
16 points of piercing damage.
You seem to hit them, but the sugar coating almost melds around them.
And since I have the Wex from my shortbow mastery, if you hit a creature with a shortbow and deal damage to it, you have advantage on the next attack roll against that creature.
Okay.
So I rolled again with advantage.
You feel odd about, apparently.
23.
23 is a hit. Would you want to... Is that your advantage, or do you want to roll again and see
That-
if you get crit?
No, that was my advantage.
Okay.
8 point of piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, by the way, you
And
can use physical dice if you want to. I'm not against it.
it's all my physical dice are cursed anyway, so
Not the ones I gave you.
yes, they got cursed at the cabin.
Oh, yes, Ina touched them, didn't she?
It's a nat 20 for my last attack.
Yeah.
How many attacks do you get?
We have 2 rounds.
Oh, that's right. You're not moving,
yes.
so you're using. Never mind.
Yeah,
I just
He's
slipped
using,
for a second.
he's using his full action, 2 actions.
So-
Yeah.
Just attack.
5 and 9. 13 points of piercing damage on that last one.
The peeplings are still standing strong, or chittering strong, should I say.
I will then use a bonus action to command my Drake to run up and bite them.
Your Drake needs to make a dexterity saving throw to move first.
Yes. It does dex somewhat okay. It's an 18.
You succeed.
Now, since we don't actually have a combat map, is the peeplings 40 feet away or less?
They
Actually,
are less than 40 feet away. They are approximately sort of 23 feet away from you.
okay, that's
And quite
perfect.
voluminous
This
in their quantity.
Yeah, and this is difficult terrain, so my Drake only has 20 feet of movement.
Yes. I just realised how
so-
horrifying they actually are.
No, yeah.
Yes. My
Deeply
Drake will
traumatic.
run up to them and start biting. That is a 13, and I know that hits.
It does.
Yeah, and this is 7 points of poison damage.
Oh. That's
As my
interesting.
Drake bites into them. No, it only gets one attack.
I miss tracking HP manually. I'm enjoying tracking HP manually. I've gone back to old school with
Nice.
dice and tracking HP. I'm enjoying it. I don't know
It's
why I
good.
stopped doing this. It's very therapeutic to just count down.
So you see Mr. Hopper just unleash a volley of 4 arrows into this horrifying sweetness of diabetic monstrosity.
Yeah.
And at just a moment behind, you can see Draco run up, kind of struggling because it's difficult terrain, and he takes a chomp of the peeplings.
I love the people.
Very, very nice.
I think they may reappear in Spelljammer. This may just be a planet in Spelljammer. The planet of
God.
candy.
Is this where Bunkers is from?
Yes, now it is. This is the place the bonkers comes from.
Hmm.
He's from the Feywild of Candy. Which explains why he's
This
so
is
hype
just
all
like-
the fucking time.
This is just like one continent on the Feywild. That's all.
Yeah. It's just the Candyland. It's Candyland!
No, but yes.
Okay, this is me and Draco's turn.
Okay.
Just leaves
Which
us
means-
to Lilac.
Lilac, it's your turn.
Yes. You said that
I'm
there
aware
were
that
many,
I changed
many...
it to Lilac, not Lilac. I can't help it.
That is fine. He goes by like I said, any variation of his name is fine with him. He's actually a really chill dude.
I'm his god, so
Like
I
it's-
don't care. I'm just explaining it to you guys.
Are there? You said
No,
that there
stop
were
eating packaging.
gumdrop trees above us, or something like that. Correct?
Yes, there are gumdrop trees above you.
Are there any fallen branches of said gumdrop trees?
There can be, if you look hard
Okay.
enough.
I would like to find and grab a branch from the gumdrop trees.
That
If there's
will be
not
an
one
action
very
in its
apparent,
entirety, you're aware of that, right? Finding
This
and
is
grabbing
just for-
it's an action.
I know it's just for flavor, so I was hoping to.
If it's
That's
just a
fine.
flavour, I will let it pass.
It doesn't change anything mechanically. I can
Okay,
tell
that's
you that
fine.
much.
Then. I'm okay with that.
So I'm gonna go
Miles,
ahead and.
why do you drink from a hot water bottle? It's really beginning to bother me now.
I think that's why he does it.
Because I'm not allowed to eat packaging. Being mean.
I think that is why he does it. I'm going to buy him a hip flask when I come to Norway that's just a hot water bottle.
Ah, perfect.
There you go. You could do the horrible thing that some Americans do and get like a mayonnaise jar and put vanilla pudding in it, or a water
God.
bottle full of vodka, or
I've done the water bottle full of rum.
the rum.
Because
There you
warm
go.
rum's quite nice.
I'm considering taking my empty Absolute vodka bottle and use that as a water bottle at the
There
gym, just to
There you go.
piss people off.
Do it.
So what I am going to do is I'm going to reach down and grab one of these branches off of the ground with this gnarled blob of probably some kind of fallen rotten gumdrop on it, and
Yeah.
wield it like a club, and I'm going to come running.
It's an
I'm gonna
improvised
go-
weapon. I love it.
Correct. Fun fact: that is what I built my character around. He
Oh,
has
around
tavern
improvised weapons. Oh, I love
tavern
that.
brawler.
I love that.
Yep. So, grabbing that and rushing forwards. You said I had to do some kind of check to move. We'll
Dex.
see how that works. A dex, was it just a dex check or a dex save?
It's a dex save to see if you can move without being restrained.
We will see. That's going to be a 15.
That
So I
is
hope that's
sufficient.
enough. Okay. In that case, I'm going to run forward, and as I do, I am going to bonus action rage,
Okay.
and then we're
You're a
going to go ahead.
barbarian?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're gonna,
I kind of figured he would be.
Yeah, I thought on Tavern Brawl he's either a fighter or he's a barbarian.
and we're going to go ahead and take a what is mechanically an unarmed strike, but I am using the gumdrop
It's a
thing.
gumdrop whack.
So that is going to be a nat 20
Ooh,
for 26 to hit.
nice.
I'm
Okay.
assuming that hits.
It will be
We
blood
know what
damage. though, we're
30
in this-
hits.
It is actually a mixture of bludgeoning, and I also get to add damage to it because I am. We'll come to that in a second, actually. So the first start is
What
bludgeoning.
kind of barbarian are you? This is what's questioning that. Okay, what bludgeoning damage is it?
It didn't roll crit damage, so let me roll the additional d4 because it was weird and it unselected as I started. So that's going to be 11 points of bludgeoning.
Which is not magical. Okay.
But correct, non-magical. But also, I am dumping in my first attack as a. Where is this? I'm trying to find it listed because it was listed weird in D&D Beyond.
Type of barbarian are you?
This is what I'm wondering if he's a berserker.
No, not a berserker. Technically a Path of the Zealot.
Okay,
then you
that's
want
currently
to
what
add
Lilac is wielding.
Radiant and or necrotic.
Yeah, so it's going to do additional radiant damage. But I don't.
Lilac's weapon.
It's hidden on here. It's stupid and weird, and
Shouldn't be. It should be under either
you would think.
the furthest down, or you just go to features and find it in class features.
Yeah, I think that's where I had to find it before was features and traits. Because it's an additional D. It's not a D12.
Isn't it
Yeah.
D8?
Where are you? I think it's a D8, but I don't know where it's on here. It took me a while to find it last night too when I was putting this together. Sorry, give me a second here.
No, you're okay.
Oh, Divine Fury. There you are. Plus 1d6 plus 2.
Okay.
But since that was a crit, it'll be 1d6 doubled. So it's going to be, let's see.
You can just
Let's
roll
roll the
dice
extra
twice if you'd like to.
d6. Yeah, that's all I was doing. So it's an additional 11 points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to hit it again because I get a second attack as a barbarian.
Because you can.
Uh-huh. Let's roll that second attack to hit. That's going to be lower. That's a 12, which I believe misses.
It does, I'm afraid.
That was movement to get into striking range. That was bonus action to rage and action to hit it for, frankly, one very good hit of, what, 22 something damage?
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
decent hit. So that's you all nicely tied up in a bow.
Yep. As he kind of chuckles and runs forward. He doesn't go into a traditional rage, but like you can tell he really enjoys fighting, and this is quite fun. So he's just like,
It goes
yes.
into that maniacal laughter.
Yes, there's maniacal
little
laughter
bit.
going on.
he is in fight mode at the moment.
And the people closest to the peeplings at the moment are the Drake and Lilac.
100%.
So, as Lilac is currently the largest threat, Lilac is going to be the person that they attack. They are going to use their sugary grasp on you. Can you please make a strength save?
Strength save, which I believe I get advantage on while raging.
Yes, as
Yes,
they throw
or no?
syrup, sticky caramel at you.
You have advantage on strength saves and checks while
Yes,
you
you do.
rage.
Okay. So that is going to be... Wow, the advantage gave me a 10 instead of a 1.
Oh, you are
So-
therefore restrained for 1 minute by sticky caramel.
No, 10 plus your modifier.
No, that was the... That was
Ah,
with the
okay.
That was
modifier.
with his
It rolled
modifier.
It rolled a 1 and a 4 because, other than the natural 20, everything's been bad tonight.
Then it's going to multi-attack you. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing a 13 does not hit you.
Correct, a 13 does not.
Ooh, crit!
Ooh!
That is 13 points of bludgeoning damage. No,
Okay,
piercing,
which
I'm sorry, not bludgeoning, piercing.
Still
Sound
resistant.
Good, and I believe I am
Yeah.
resistant to those.
You
so
are,
it'll
but you're
be
It's your raging.
6 points of damage, correct?
Yes.
Because it was 13, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the
take the
peeplings
damage.
done, actually. They can't really do much.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Yes. Mr. Hopper shall unleash his next barrage of arrows. And since
The
I've hit
peeplings
it
are
once,
looking slightly syrupy right now.
since I've hit it once, I shall forever have advantage until I don't hit him
Yeah,
anymore.
until you fail to hit.
Which, if you roll like me, might be quickly.
Nah, that's a
Hopefully not.
25.
Oh, yeah.
For plus 10 piecing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, you're here. Sorry, I forgot to change the image. This is the Gumdrop
No.
Garden.
The gumdrops look horrifying. They look like the... What are they called? Death cap mushrooms or ink
Yeah, they
cap
look a bit like
mushrooms?
death caps, yeah.
Yes. That's an 18 for 7 points of piercing.
They are still barely holding their gelatinous forms.
I shall keep on
They
going.
wobble
Another nat
nervously.
20!
The hell is going on? It won't last.
No, that's not roll.
I'm enjoying Easter
That's
games, so it's weird.
13 points of piercing
The
damage.
peeplings will expire. However, everyone within 10 feet, which is the Drake and Lilac, can you please make a con save?
Aha! One of my other
As-
good things.
As they
Let's see if we can roll
explode in
above
a
a 2.
pop of pastel static.
A
Pastel
14.
static, sorry. A 14 is sufficient.
That's a 16 from the Drake.
Neither of you are blinded by this.
Good.
But the
Blind-
We
peeplings
cover.
melt into strange glucose-like puddles.
I'm going to just still be like
Which is just
in
upsetting.
fight mode, and I'm just going to trying to tear off the sticky junk that was all over me.
Oh, this is.
Will you allow me another strength check against it?
I will. The peeplings dissolve
Okay.
into a syrupy goo, but peace doesn't follow. The path ahead shudders. Lollipop trunks groan as they twist unnaturally. The candy grass parts, but only for a moment, as the new trail opens up in the wrong direction. How did you do?
In 11. It was almost the exact same numbers as before. It was a 1 and a 5 this time.
Oh.
I mean, you seem to be having an off day today, Lilac.
I'm panting and infuriated right now. Just, yeah. You think?
You
Sorry, that was unduly harsh, but yeah,
you wanna
just a little bit.
ride Draco? Will that make your day better?
Not really, if I'm being honest. It's just kind of a bad day, and I'm allowed to have them. It's okay.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna
Then
just
who is a
continue.
good boy, and I will start petting Draco.
The maze doesn't follow your footsteps, it anticipates them. You must feel it. Outsmart it, move with intention, or be devoured by confectionery confusion.
Oh, also, it might be worth mentioning, I have the weird throbbing egg.
I rolled another strength save because I figured it's been a few minutes now, or a few moments now, and that is a 16. Is that enough to clean off the
Yes.
junk?
That is enough.
It just took me a hot minute to get there.
Yeah.
So shaking off the last globs of this, I can finally pick my feet above the ground and start getting ready to walk again and go. I must have candy in my ear because I swear you just said that you took the weird throbbing egg with you. That sounds like a terrible idea.
I
But
mean,
we're here.
It sounds like a wonderful idea. If it starts raining egg syrup, I figured it would not hurt having a throbbing egg.
Or egg syrup?
It's bound to be something.
That's the problem. Everything's bound to be something. What if it's a displacer beast egg?
What if it is
They're
just
dropping in
a
black.
normal? I don't think place bees make eggs.
I don't know. I'm not an animal expert.
I mean, he
I
is, technically.
kind of am.
Are you some kind of
And-
zoologist or something? You have a giant lizard thing, probably. But what do you know about displacer beasts? Are you the expert? They might lay eggs. That's my point.
Would that be survival or nature?
To identify what the egg is.
No, to identify if this place beast lays eggs or not.
Nature.
Nature versus nurture.
Literally at this point, yeah.
It's a 15.
You're not entirely certain. You haven't studied displacer beasts that deeply, although you believe they are like cats, so you're guessing they give birth to live young, but you don't know for certain.
Seeing as they are usually panther-like creatures, and normal panthers don't lay eggs, I'm just gonna assume that they don't.
This is a strange frame of reference. I don't know what a panther is.
You
sound like
you
know what you're talking
know
about. So okay.
you know what a
You
cat
sound
is.
convincing, so yes.
You know what a cat is?
I know what cat-like things are.
Yeah, so a feline the size of Draco
Yeah, a
would be a
displacer beast. Yeah.
panther. Yes. So
Okay,
you know
so-
what a displaced beast looks like?
Yeah, they live here.
Yes.
Where do
They-
And
panthers
you
live?
still think
striped.
they lay egg?
I've never studied them. I don't know.
I
Do you
mean,
want to get close to a displacer beast? I certainly don't.
kind of.
Anyway, let's go. And I'm gonna
I-
pick up that branch back off the ground, throw it over my shoulder, and start walking.
Well, you have an image for it now, so.
As you do, I will.
Oh yeah, where was that?
Cast-
Okay.
I will cast Druidcraft on it and make. If it has a flower or a seed or leaf or whatever, it will blossom.
It does not. It's a
Okay.
gumdrop.
Is the
No,
gumdrop
actually,
is the
it is a
gumdrop
gumdrop.
considered a seed?
It will sprout small.
Gumdrop.
No. No, I'm going for something weird. It will sprout sherbet lemons.
You
Huh.
should taste that.
Sure. Worst things. What's the worst that could happen? I'm gonna
Break one off.
pop off one of the lemons.
They are like full
peel.
lemon sized.
Yeah. I am assuming that I'm gonna tuck the branch under my arm as I walk and start peeling one of them off. And
It is incredibly hard.
well, I almost broke my teeth on that. Luckily, they'd grow back. But
I mean, I
It's literally
could.
pure
No.
sugar.
Hen
Boiled lemon drop.
okay, it's super sweet. But like, I'm actually gonna keep this for later. I'm gonna tuck it into a pocket.
I guess they
I
taste
can throw
as
this
good
at
as
something,
it looks.
maybe. It tasted all right.
It's incredibly sour.
Like a sour drop.
It tastes like type
But
2
big.
diabetes.
And
Make a con
with,
save. No.
Tempted.
and with,
By the end of this, that may be
slight-
necessary.
with a slight hop, I will jump onto Draco.
Okay. The path descends into a chamber of smooth, dark stone. Thorny sugarcane roots snake along the walls, pulsing faintly like veins. I've gone from throbbing to pulsing. Sorry.
Everything's veiny. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I wrote this in a weird mood. That might have been it.
You were hungry for snacks.
Yeah, maybe I was snacky. At its centre, 13 pedestals form a wide ring, each bearing a single egg. Black, humming, and veined with crimson cracks. The air hums. The mist burns your throat with a sour, acrid tang. Atop one pedestal
Lemony.
glows a single golden egg, pulsing warm light that cuts the gloom like a sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Do we know what this golden egg is, or is it just like this is completely new to us?
You have no idea what the golden egg is. There's your eggs. Now you know
I
what
don't
your
like
black
that.
egg you're holding looks like.
I mean, I think we found where the egg came from.
Shh. Keep an eye out for
Displace the
Pip whistle.
beasts.
Displace the beast.
A whisper
and Pip whistle.
A whisper tickles your ears, indecipherable but rhythmic. Each egg pulses as if it has a heartbeat. You must think, observe, and trust your senses.
I
One
rolled
of
a
these
20.
eggs is real.
I
For what?
okay. I rolled a 27 for stealth.
Okay. One of these eggs is real. The rest are rotten.
I have a feeling like the golden one is not rotten.
And each of them are incredibly delicate.
I
As I'm I'm kind of walking off Draco, and I sneak up to the eggs, and I would like to inspect them to see, what state they are
By
in.
which means you have the option of Arcana, Investigation, Religion, or History.
Not survival?
No, not Survival. Survival is not an option at this point in time.
Oh no.
Did you say perception?
No, I didn't.
Oh, fuck. Damn you!
I said Arcana, Investigation, Religion, or History. Have I screwed you over without meaning to?
You have put all the things I only have a +2 in.
I legitimately did not look at your character sheet before I wrote this, so it's not
No,
intentional.
of course you did. You don't have access to it.
No, I know. So it's proof it wasn't me.
I will.
Can I at least provide the help action?
There's
for
a
this? Because
30-20 for a religion roll.
If
There you
wish to go
go.
close.
I was going to provide the help action for him. I was going to have my branch over the shoulder and just come in and just very, very carefully see if I can recall any history of these or anything of that sort and provide the help action. But 30-20 is fine.
The egg
30-20 for religion.
The egg you look at is rotten. But about to
Yeah.
explode. Make an Arcana or sleight of hand roll to prevent it. You have got close to it. It began cracking.
Oh, it's a nat 20 for sleight of hand for a 28.
You managed to dispel the magic within it. But this egg
Okay,
is rotten.
so this is rotten and
There are
Good.
13 eggs, remember.
be possibly used as a grenade.
This was egg number 3 you looked at.
Right. What if we take a few steps back and bear with me? And he will walk approximately 30 feet away from the eggs.
Boom! An egg will explode around you. Make a constitution save.
Okay.
Both of us or
Both of you.
There.
both of us?
It's a
I'm not
10.
raging, so it's a flat. It is going to be a 18 for me.
I'm not going to punish you. I'm going to do something else. Both of you people
Yeah.
roll a 20.
An 18 still failed. Okay.
6.
16.
I love that you're both looking at it.
Oh. I sneeze glitter.
Yes. Every time you speak loudly, you sneeze glitter in a 10-foot range. However, Lilac, his eyes go full anime, giant, shimmering with +2 to charisma for 10 minutes.
So
I was just as we walk away. I don't know if Lilac is following me away
I'm right.
from the eggs.
Close enough to you. I'm within a few feet.
I just and he kind of turns his head away, but you see this puff of glitter coming out of him.
I look up at you with the Puss in Boots face and just go,
Ooh,
"Why would you do that?
I
You almost sneezed on me."
Massive
I have an intense urge to pet you and call you a good Harengon, but
You
I
shouldn't.
shan't. And
Why don't
I
you
will
just-
cast Thermaturgy, and
Oh God!
I will cause tremors around the eggs.
Oh, well done.
Yes,
I was saying we could just smash
explode
it out.
everyone at once.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see how many eggs you actually explode.
Should I roll something?
6 eggs. Can I have 6 Constitution saves?
I mean, we are 30 feet away.
Oh, you are 30 feet away, so no. 6 eggs will explode, putting
Yes.
syrupy, gelatinous yolk everywhere.
Okay. So
That was something.
7 eggs down. Do you want to go check for the rest? Thank you! Oh,
Glitter
I'm
is
sorry.
everywhere.
I'm going to
Oh.
put my hands on your shoulders and say, "Bless you,"
I
I feel like
Reach
that's
into
a
my
threat
pocket.
somehow.
and pull out a handkerchief and hand. I'm just trying to be as like ominously cute as possible. Bless you.
Thank you.
Pulling out a handkerchief to hand to you.
And I will take it and just wipe my snout. And it's now weirdly green and glittery.
Now you can keep that. I don't want it back. That's disgusting.
Okay. Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my candy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that hard lemon out of my pocket, and I'm going to chuck it as hard as I can at one of these eggs. One of the rotten-looking ones.
That was a bad choice.
Yeah.
I was about to target him, now I'm targeting you. You suffer
Oh.
a
Nah.
necrotic surge and permanently lose 5 HP.
Oh.
Lilac.
Oof.
You have had more than 2 failures. This is a challenge where you need 2 failures before you get 3 successes. 3 successes before you get 2 failures. You overwrote that by destroying Lust.
I mean, I stand by what I did.
You still did it, though.
Yeah, no, I stand by it. We needed to get rid of rotten eggs, and I did.
Why is it not?
What's wrong?
My D&D Beyond's being weird. When I'm trying to adjust my HP modifier, it's just not working.
Yeah, you have to
manually.
you have to do that. Unless you have toggled on manual HP in
There we go.
creation mode.
From
No,
the
I
egg
do that.
chamber, a sloped
I made it.
tunnel winds downwards, tight, sticky, and dark. The walls pulse with black vines that quiver at your presence. Faint light glows from bioluminescent jelly clinging to the roots. A slow, sulphur-sweet breath echoes from the darkness ahead. The floor cracks beneath your steps. One tile gives way, revealing a syrupy pit that bubbles ominously. And then eyes. Yellow. Watching. Hungry.
Kind of wish I had that lemon now.
You know what? And I will hand 2 daggers to you. You can throw these.
They'll do. I'm gonna hold one, I guess, in each. I don't know how daggers work. I kind of
You
do,
can
but-
hold. You can duel with it, I guess.
I know. I was saying that Lilac does it because he's used to just grabbing whatever. So he's not really trained in any one specific thing. So he's just going to kind of use them as if he would any other improvised device. He's not elegant with them, is my point.
Oh, and also here, oil, and torch,
Oh.
and I will tin the box and light the torch as I hand both the oil and torch over to Lilac.
Like you're thinking.
Yes.
The heat will begin to slowly melt the sugar roof and drip down.
That's gross. Let's keep moving. So what did we see? Where would you describe the scene again? We were walking down tiles. We stepped over
Yeah.
cracks in the floors, revealing a
There was a
pit
lot, wasn't
below
there?
us.
So, there was a lot. There are tiles beneath you with deep cracks in them, which seem to give way if you stand on them, revealing underneath a syrupy pit that bubbles, with something living in it. It's
are
clearly not stable.
Kind of
Yeah.
hungry.
So am I aware of one? I've probably wandered this maze before in more friendly.
Circumstances.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh. I like that.
that's
do
not
we-
comforting.
Am I aware of any rumors or anything like that of something that might live out here? Is this the hollow hair, possibly, or is this something else? I don't know. Like, what have I heard? What would I
No
be able
one
to
but the
discern?
Sovereign has ever gone into the maze, but then the maze was appeased and the maze was a lovely place. Clearly the same is not true at the moment. So none
Okay.
know what lies within.
So it should be nicer than this, though.
Yes, it should be picturesque and lovely and fun.
Okay.
It's not.
As
Something is
we are
watching your every
walking,
move.
you will
How
see
are you
that,
walking?
as we are doing what we're doing at the moment, you will see that Mr. Hopper will take the staff out of Draco's saddle and hold it.
Perception checks, both of you.
Deception?
Perception, not deception.
I
am walking-
lied to you!
I am walking very cautiously, as I've done before, with eyes and nose to the wind. It's a 12 for perception, so
It's
nothing
a
amazing.
23 from me.
You managed to find your way across the chamber, but there's still a fair ways to go.
So finding our way across the chamber.
Yes, so
There's something moving underneath you, though.
I don't like the rumors, but I think a superstition might be due.
At that sneeze, I'm going to step like a couple of feet away just in case something comes out of the walls at it.
No, but you are holding the torch, so there is a
Yeah.
dripping going on.
I'm also moving. I'm
Liquid.
also slowly moving a couple of feet around that, so it doesn't drip on me too much. I'm already covered in junk. This is
You don't
I've
want to
accepted
be
my
even
fate.
more sugar-coated at this point.
correct. I've accepted my
It
fate
just
of I'm
Stains
gross and
the
sticky.
fur.
Yeah.
It's hard to get melted candles and syrup out of fur.
This is licorice
Yeah,
as
but-
well. It's licorice candy, so you smell of aniseed, and it's black and thick.
Right, so
I'm gonna wipe a little bit off of my my shoulder, and I'm just gonna put it underneath my eyes.
War painting.
War paint.
oh, okay, we are.
Now I'm ready for whatever comes. A little bit.
I
of humor.
mean,
A little bit of
feel,
humor in a dark place.
feel free to charge in, and I'll just Strike from the shadows with a 24 in stealth.
What are we doing here, though? We were supposed to be looking for Pip Whistle, and now there's
I
just eggs exploding on us and
am
creepy things in the shadows.
fairly certain that I told you we should possibly not do this.
Yeah, but we get to leave a lost kid in here.
The kid has obviously been eaten by whatever's down there.
We weren't eaten by what's down there yet.
Yet. But we could be. Actually,
Fine.
you think this egg would explode as well? I mean, it hasn't done
You can
deception.
find out.
Perception.
I keep hearing deception.
It's because it's me. You just think I'm deceiving
Yeah.
you all the time.
Yes, it's a 14 for perception.
17 for perception.
Oh, well, I thought you said 7 then. Oof. Okay.
No, 17.
I'm presuming
What
as
is
this going
shifting
on, you're
or is
continuing to
there?
walk anyway, so.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
having a very
walking.
quiet conversation about why the heck we're even here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but... Can I see?
Can
What
I
is
ask a
it?
little bit of a metagamey question after you answer,
Yeah.
Lars?
Can you see?
Can I see what type of creature it is? Can I, like, would anything jump into Hopper's mind about what this possibly could be?
No. This place is so strange, and the syrup beneath is black, dark as licorice. So seeing through it is practically impossible.
I will locate animal on, and I will try to see if it's a displacer beast.
It is not a displacer beast.
Describe or name a specific kind of beast, plant, creature, or non-magical plant. You learn the direction and distance of the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles, if
It's not
any are
within-
present.
There is not one within 5 miles.
Okay, so I got kind of good news. There are no displacer beasts within 5 miles.
Why do I feel like this is the only thing he's nervous about is displacer beasts at this point in time?
That's helpful.
Good.
It would be worse if I found one.
It would be. Metagamey question. In this
Yeah, what is
moment,
your
what
metagamey
is
question?
our goal?
To get across the floor.
To get across the floor, and we can see underneath the tiles, if they crack, we may fall into something, correct?
Yes, correct.
Cool. Okay, I was just like, still having a hard time wrapping my brain around what was
I
going
know
on.
it
for
was
some reason.
implicit, it wasn't explicit that that was the aim.
Yeah. So carefully walking. I think we should leave the thing underneath, unbothered if possible.
I am
But that could be
inclined
what's
to
causing all of
agree.
this.
It-
Hopefully it. As we walk, can I keep an eye out for any potential like large holes that may indicate that Pip Whistle fell down here or something of that sort? I've been trying to keep an eye out for him this whole time,
Okay.
so just keep that in mind.
But you're going to have a perception now anyway, both of you.
Okay.
So if you see it like that, we'll tell you as well.
Perception.
26.
That is
Oh, you're both
good
doing
because
well.
mine is a 7.
Oh, Pip Whistle. Oh, sorry, not Pip Whistle. Sorry,
Pip
wrong
Whistle.
person.
Mr. Hopper.
Mr. Hopper.
Hopper, you fool.
Lilac fails to keep attention and falls into the
Oh.
syrup sinkhole. You can make a strength save to clutch on.
Ugh. I will
I
make that
make
strength
an,
save.
Can I make an acrobatics to kind of try to help him?
That's going to be a 24. I'm good.
Oh.
He does not need it. He is okay. Although something
So as I
actually tries to, as you grab up, carry on.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, as I slip down, I'm going to just grab my stick that I've been holding, and just wedge it between two tiles so I have a handle, and just begin pulling myself back up.
A serpentine black mouth will try and grab you and disappear back into the syrup.
Okay.
So
Um,
I'm gonna pull myself back up and just hear the clack behind me, and just be like, Draco?
no,
Nope.
no,
But similar.
Not Draco.
No, just
Larger.
yeah, cool. Well, now we know that it wants to eat us if we fall in. So
You
don't
see
do
the
that.
creature.
Kind of
Sure.
good. Dude.
Is it a licorice snake?
It's a licorice worm.
Ooh.
Oh, that's great.
See, it already has the blood of Pip Squickle.
I think that's the jelly, but I could be wrong.
You know what?
Let's just keep going.
Let's keep going and
Perception. This is a challenge of basically
21.
paying attention.
Yeah,
21.
and 22.
God, I thought you were going to tell me something terrible then.
4. No,
Yeah.
22. It's
You finally reach the end of the tunnel. It opens into a cavernous hollow. A vast warren formed from glassy obsidian cocoa, cracked and steaming in places like volcanic glass. In the centre stands a throne of melted chocolate. Frozen mid-drip, its shape moulded into a grotesque mimicry of a rabbit's skull. Hang on, let me change my map.
that is a little bit horrifying.
I know, it's deeply traumatizing. Sub to Pommet is Pip Whistle, but no longer the jubilant sovereign you knew. His once soft fur has become a shell of dark chocolate. His eyes glow with hollow nougat fire. I really went overboard on this one. Around the throne, eggs float in midair, slowly turning. Each bears a warped reflection of your face, laughing and melting. From above, a crack splits the sky. The egg moon leaks fire, and Pip Whistle voice speaks like snapping sugar. You cracked the wrong egg, friends. Now the yolk is yours.
Normally I would laugh. These are really good puns.
I think you should throw the oil now.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna click it. It's kind of fucked up.
I like it.
The chocolate on Pip Whistle's shell hardens, then cracks violently, revealing glowing nougat eyes. His eyes syrup pooling at his feet, and lifts a clawed hand. The 6 floating eggs begin to spin. The egg moon splits further with a groan. Fractured shards of light rain down from the like red snow. Initiative begins now.
There we go. I was fully intending to throw the oil and the torch, but I was waiting until initiative because I'm not interrupting a cool monologue.
No.
This
I
is
rolled
a
a
very
27.
weird Easter game. I accept this.
It's fine. They're always weird. That's what we love.
Yeah.
That's a
I
19
can't
initiative.
do normal.
27 from me.
How did you roll a 27 initiative?
I have a +8.
All right, nice.
It's impressive that you rolled that though.
Yeah,
I
you're
rolled a
rolling bonkers
19.
numbers almost.
I have a nice. I am a dex-based character.
Oh yeah, that
with
would make
the
sense.
criminal background, so I automatically get to alert feat.
Very nice.
Which,
Weird.
you know what?
You're the
You
criminal
know what we can
background.
do? With the new alert feat, I am going to give Lilac my initiative. So Lilac has a 27 now, and I have a 19.
Okay. I'm willing because I believe it has to be a willing creature, but I'm curious as to see
Yeah.
why you would do that. So sure, let's take it.
Yeah, it's a willing creature. Yes, because I'm not going to lose to this thing.
Lilac will go first, then it shall be the hare, then it shall be Mr. Hoppers.
Hmm?
And Draco.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the
It
hare
did beat
rolled
you.
very well. I always have a lot to
All
do
right.
in this fight.
So, up first, what I am going to do is, this was the plan all along, so I'm going to rage as I kind of lock into fight mode instead of flight mode. I'm a flightless hare. I don't
You're
know.
flightless hare.
So I'm going to go into my rage. I am going to, I don't know if you'll count this as 1 or 2 actions, so we will see. I'm going to throw the oil, followed immediately by the torch just at the floor, I think in front of Pip, because I want to prevent him from moving forward as the hollow hare if possible. But I don't know if this is just the hollow hare controlling Pip, or if this is, who Pip has been this whole time, so I'd like to refrain from damaging him too much initially. But I still see this as a threat. So would you count
Okay.
throwing the oil and then the torch as 2 separate actions or 1 action?
I'm going to say 2 because you are throwing
Okay.
an object is by a altered action. So
That's fair. That's what I was thinking. Which that will be my 2 actions. So bonus action to rage and then throw those. If you would like checks, I can make those.
So you're throwing a torch and the oil.
Other
Oil
order,
and
but
then
yes.
torch.
Oil and torch.
Because the goal is to crash the oil around his feet and then ignite it on fire. Slightly in front of him, I'd prefer to just prevent him from moving towards us.
Because this is not an
but-
active attack, it's a prevention.
Yes.
Correct, I'm controlling the field as
You're trying
opposed
to
to...
create wall of
trying
fire,
to melt him.
basically.
Yes.
He is currently about 40 feet away from you, so
Okay.
I don't going to make you
which-
check that because they're both quite light items, and throwing a torch is a really common thing to do, and so is throwing something like oil.
And I have improvised weapon, not improvised
Yeah.
weapon, as Tavern Brawler, which
Tavern
gives me
Brawler.
improvised weapon stuff.
Yeah. I'm about to upset you, though.
That's fine.
He missed his steps.
He teleports 20 feet
Alright.
past the fire and is almost in front of you. He is then going to cackle maniacally, or they are. Cackle maniacally. Can you make wisdom saving throws, but I have description as you do so. As he strikes...
All
the
of
earth-
us?
Yes. As he strikes, the earth trembles and a vision surges through your minds. You see a long-forgotten ritual, a pact sealed ages ago by the Confectioner Queen, a Thaylord of spring and sweetness. In exchange for endless harvest, the Harangon would offer 1 soul each century to hold the darkness in the Egg Moon at bay. This year, Pip Whistle volunteered, but something interrupted the rite, something ancient, something that hates rebirth.
A
That used to
7 from Mr. Hopper and a 19 from Draco.
An 18 from myself.
Okay. Mr. Hopple, you lose your reaction until next round.
No, okay. I can live with that.
Yeah, it's not great, but it could be worse.
Yeah.
It's not like you die instantly.
No,
I
I'm also
was...
going to
yes.
ask for a wisdom save from both of you, please.
That was a wisdom
Another?
save.
I want another one.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. That's a 19 this time.
15 this time.
Cool. How about Draco?
Draco rolled a 10.
Draco is frightened for 1 minute.
Yes, this was what I thought was the first effect.
Yes, it was not.
Same.
Yes,
Yeah.
good.
I was like, oh, cool, fear.
Yeah, but you rage, you're immune to fear.
Am I immune during rage?
I think you are.
I think some barbarians are. I don't know if I am, so I'm double checking.
So that is the end of the Hollow Hare's turn. So Mr. Hoppers and Draco.
Mr. Hopper, as I said earlier, I have taken my staff in hand, and I will throw my staff 10 feet in front of me.
Okay.
And staff turns into a giant constrictor snake.
Oh, thematic.
Let me just pull up the stat
Which
block
has its
for
own
that thing.
initiative, I believe. Or does it act on your turn?
It goes after me.
Okay.
It is considered a huge beast. So I will use one of my action to do that. And then I will use another action to draw my bow.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will put Hunter's Mark on
The hollow hair.
the hollow hair.
Okay.
So, and that means it's... What type of frighten is this? Is this the type of frighten that gives you disadvantage, or the type of frighten that makes you move away?
Means you cannot move closer.
So cannot move closer.
You have disadvantage if that you can see them still.
Yeah.
Yes, usually, but there are
I'm just going to be nice. I'm
fair
going to say
effects.
that I'm going to say that you just can't move closer to it. For the sake
Okay.
of argument.
Well,
The other one you're thinking of, I think, was being turned, which is a little different mechanically.
no,
There's
the
different
actual
variations
spell
on frighten.
fair, the
are
actual
there?
spell
Okay.
fair specifies frighten very differently.
Yes, it does.
Maybe
And some
Draco.
monsters thematically use frighten differently as well.
Yes. Draco will kind of then just stand still and kind of let out a low growl as if he feels threatened. And my giant constrictor snake will move. Actually, you said he's 20 feet away. My giant constrictor snake will then use 5 feet of free movement and then be within 5 feet of reach of the hollow hair.
Can he then make a wisdom save, please? Because you are within his aura.
Oh, within his aura. It's a tree.
The constrictor snake is also frightened for 1 minute.
Okay, but that just means disadvantage.
No, that means he can't go closer.
Yeah, no, he is 5 feet away.
Oh, okay.
So he is within striking range. Which means I am going to try to...
I feel like making a
constrict.
snake afraid of you is the worst thing you could do for a snake.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing, isn't it?
Yeah. The snakes get
Uh,
aggressive.
Yeah.
okay, so
When threatened,
with
that's when they're aggressive.
disadvantage, I will constrict for a 19 to hit.
Is a hit.
It then does a whopping 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And can you make... and the target is grappled until grapple ends. Creatures restrained by the snake cannot be
Do I not get to
restrained
save?
by another target. Yes.
You get a strength.
I guess it's a strength, and the DC is 16.
Well, I rolled 16 on the dice.
Okay, then it kind of constructs and squeezes a little, and then the hollow hair just...
How's that go again?
Chocolate cracking slightly.
Yes, and that will be me and my wheelie reptile army's turn.
Yeah. It's a distinct theme, isn't there? Which means Lilac
Yeah.
is next.
Yes. So, what I am going to do is really, really cool. I have no idea if it's going to actually do anything significant, but I'm going to try. So, I am raging. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run forward towards him. I'm going to tuck and roll, dragging the stick behind me as I roll onto my back and kick 2 feet directly up into his balls, his chocolatey balls.
He doesn't have any.
Wherever they were, that is where I am.
Central
Chocolate
area.
Yes,
Yes. The genitalia.
yeah, his genital area. We will call it that.
His
And so
Reese's
that is going to be
Pieces.
his Reese's Pieces.
Sorry.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
So I'm going
Sorry.
to go ahead and take that advantage there. Since there is another ally within a few feet of him, do I get advantage for flanking?
You do.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll this enhanced unarmed strike with my feet. That is going to be nothing massive, but a 14 to hit.
A 14 is a miss, I'm afraid.
It is a miss. Okay, so as the second part of my attack, I am
Chocolate
going.
shells rebuffs you.
That's fine. I'm going to, from there, that didn't work, so I'm going to bring up that that branch that I had been dragging behind me, swing it directly at his chest, trying to knock him off and back with it, and that one is going to be a little higher at a 21 to hit.
Is a hit. A little higher.
Yeah.
As you do this, you will feel a strange infusion coming from Draco. You can add. Draco is using his infused strike, so you can add 1d6 of poison damage to your attack.
Nice. So it was 7 points of bludgeoning damage, but it is also going to be an additional. Why is it still not listed under features and traits or under actions? It should be. I have to go to features and traits to get the additional points of
Radiant.
damage. Blah blah blah. The radiant damage, yeah. Because it's listed in a really dumb place. There you are under Divine Fury. So it's going to be 7 plus 7 is 14 plus another 6 for the poison, which is going to be 5. So 19 points of damage total. If you need to know what each type was, it's 7 bludgeoning, 7 radiant, and 5 poison.
And are you adding the bonuses you get to melee strikes from
For melee
range?
strikes and for rage, yes. That's
Yes.
all being added automatically. My dice are not very high, but there are a couple of stacking little additions.
Yeah.
And that was a movement to get there, 2 attacks as part of my attack action, and bonus. I still have a bonus action free technically.
You-
I think I'm actually
No.
fine as I am.
You're not
Um,
that type of barbarian.
No, I think I could technically take an offhanded attack, but it would be without the proficiency bonus. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take an offhanded attack, because I don't have 2-weapon fighting. Although it's an unarmed strike. Do I add?
No.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Well,
It's
it's to
just-
the damage. You don't add it to the damage, but you
Yeah,
add
it's the
to
damage,
the
that's the
actual
hit.
attack roll.
Yeah.
Not to the hit? Okay. Or to the hit, but not to the
To the hit,
attack.
but not
To
the
the
damage.
attack roll, but not
Cool.
the damage.
In that case, it is going to be a 21 for my third and final blow. It is going to be... What would that be? It'd be +2 for strength, +2 for... I wish it showed me exactly how the damage is
If it's
calculated.
just an unarmed.
It's just an unarmed strike, but I get high unarmed strikes because of Tavern Brawler.
Oh, then you roll a d6 for instead of the normal 2.
It's a D4 plus 5, but it's plus my strength plus my 2 for rage, so it still hits because it's not adding proficiency, so it's 9 points of bludgeoning damage again from the final unarmed strike.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Then I was remiss because this should have happened at the start of turn, so I have to do it now. So I apologise.
Okay.
Can each of you make a dex save, please?
That is a 17 from Hopper.
I have advantage on dex saves. Let's see if that's anything good. The dice hate me. It's a 10.
It's a-
I'm going to add my fancy footwork as a reaction.
The 12 from Draco.
Oh, get the
So it'd be a
snake as
four-
well.
It'll be a 14 from me total.
Okay.
A 14 from the snake.
The only one going to be affected by it is Draco then. As the hollow hair weakens, the egg moon sheds fragments of divine candy fire falling upon the battlefield. How many will fall? Let's find out. Need a d4.
Meteor
So red, I
swarm.
rolled
4d8 worth of damage.
No, it's not quite that bad. It's okay. It means 3 shards will fall into the chamber, creating a 5-foot burst of radiant and necrotic damage. That will be... No, not a d20. I want a d10.
Jesus.
3d20 damage. It could be 4, it could be 60.
It could be game
That will-
over.
That will be 12 points of damage, 6 points of necrotic, and 6 points of radiant. As the shards plummet into the ground. They are
Against who?
Draco.
Draco. Okay.
Yes, Draco has taken 12 points of damage.
It's worth stating, these are interactable objects. Just putting that out
Okay.
there. The Hollow Hare's turn. The Hollow Hare is going to use his 5 feet of free movement to move. No, he doesn't need to move because you're already in front of him. At this point, he's going to multi-attack Lilac.
Yep, I am right there in the fray.
Does a 23 hit? No, 25 hit you.
If it's above that, yeah, that hits.
I'm going to do 2 just for the sake of argument.
Go for it.
The other one's not going to hit you. I'm guessing a 12 does not hit you.
No. My armor class is 17, to be clear.
So that's 8 points of necrotic damage. And
Okay.
can you please make a strength save against being grappled by him?
Against being grappled.
This is
strength
Nougat Grasp.
Save with advantage while raging is going to be a 19.
Okay, you save against it. He's then going to do 2 claw attacks.
Okay.
Neither of which will hit you. A 16 does not hit you, does it?
Correct. Like I said, 17 armor class.
That's what I thought it was one down. Then I get a legendary act. No, I don't. I'm not going to use that because I used all my actions. So there, that will be the end of the Hollow Hare's turn.
Okay, then it's
It's
my
Hopper
army.
and his small army.
It's Hoppy and Hoppy. It's Hoppy and his
Hoppy?
reptilian army. Armor at this point because he's using them, so he doesn't get hit too.
Yes, you said the fear effect lasts for 1 minute. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Do they get to make a save?
Save
No.
each turn? Or no?
No,
Okay.
it just lasts a minute.
Right. Draco will not move any closer then.
What's the
but-
snake called? Malfoy.
You know what it is. It's Draco Malfoy.
So Ina's going to have to watch this one back just for all the Harry Potter references at this point in time.
Right? Is it a cottonmouth snake? Because then it could be cotton Malfoy. That doesn't really work, but it's a little bit. It's a little bit.
It's Cotton Candy Malfoy.
There we go.
I don't get advantage because he is flanked because I'm ranged, right?
Yeah, no you don't.
Okay, so it's just a normal roll for the first one. It's a 23.
It's a hit.
Since I have Hunter's Mark on him, and that is 10 points of piercing damage, plus 3 points of force damage. And now I just roll with advantage 3 times.
Oh god.
19. Does that
It's a hit. It does.
So that is 5 points of piercing, plus 6 points of force.
Keep going.
Does 24 hits. I have to roll
Yes.
back and forth.
As arrows pump into the chocolate.
That is a 7 points
Small
of
sprays of
piercing,
chocolate spray off as you hit him.
7 points of piercing, plus 6
Coco.
points of force. And
Yep.
then for our final attack, it is another nat 20. I love it.
God
Is this just a crit fishing build?
At this
No,
point, yeah, it's not meant to be, but I think it's
I'm
become
just
one.
I am just rolling really good.
You need to dip into Hexblade so you can get that sweet 18, 19, 20 crits.
Yes.
Or whatever it is. There's a way to
You
do that.
need a what's it called? What's the sword?
The Warple Blade.
Vorpal blade. You need a Vorpal weapon.
There you go.
So that is 8 points of piercing plus 2 plus 4 points of force, and Draco will use his infused essence, but I don't count that as critting, so that's 1 point of poison.
Okay.
As you see, 4 arrows in rapid succession go into this Shockatly rabbit that just boom, boom, boom. And you can see there is a little more force behind each arrow than normally.
And Lilac gets
now,
peppered with chocolate sprinkles.
yes.
As this
and
happens.
now,
It's just more candy.
Sticking to his now already syrupy fur.
my snake
It's the
will...
haze of combat.
There's a 22 hit.
I would
From my
Coco.
snake.
I would Coco. It does.
Yes.
You are rolling
you
insanely
will
well
be...
tonight, Lars.
That's a 14 points of bludgeoning damage from my snake, and can the hollow hair make another strength save to get out of grapple?
Yes, I can.
It's a 16.
I got a 19 on the dice. I have
Okay.
advantage on strength saves anyway.
And he does not have a -3 modifier, I'm guessing.
No.
Then, as the snake tries to constrict and fails yet again, it would just try to bite. For a 10 and
That's
miss
a miss.
horribly.
Lars and his tiny army.
Yes, that is my tiny army done.
More shards will descend and divine candy fire. Can everyone again make a deck save, please?
Absolutely.
16 from Mr. Hopper, but just to be safe.
A 15
Ooh.
from myself, but if I'm going to fail, I could also use a
but-
reaction to add
yes.
lucky footwork.
I can use that if I fail. Draco will roll a 9. He's not doing too good. And Malfoy will roll a 12.
Okay,
Would a
Malfoy-
15 fail?
No. Malfoy and
Okay.
Draco, however, are not doing great at this point in
Nope.
time. I'll be honest with you. They could be doing better.
I
It
mean,
seems like they could be.
Oh, although
Malfoy
I'm rolling
is-
bad on the dice. So they take 4 points of necrotic and radiant damage, 2 of each. I rolled
Okay.
very badly. I rolled a 2 twice on a d10.
that's
If
good.
when I rolled with advantage and got a 1 and a 4, and then a 1
Yeah.
and a 5.
Yeah. So that wasn't even an action for me. That just happens.
Yep.
Which means
Mhm.
it's Lilac first, I think.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So it's my turn. So I am now within striking range of this. I'm going to do a couple of things here. Hit points are probably okay, but I want to keep them that way. So I'm going to go ahead and bonus action Warrior of the Gods. And expend 2d12 to heal myself as a bonus action for that much. So let's go ahead and heal myself for 15 points of damage. Or, well, the opposite of damage, healing. Haha. And then, as this is just me kind of going, and just like flexing and still being in the fight. Remember, this is what I live for the brawl. So what I'm going to do, seeing as these raining drops of radiant necrotic candy have hit several people that are within a couple of feet of me, is there a globule around that I can, and I quote, interact with?
Absolutely.
Cool. You said it was like drippy candy, right?
It's a shard.
I'm
of
going to
dripping candy fire.
I'm going to shove the end of my gumdrop bludgeoning maul into it and swirl and try to scoop up as much of it onto the end of my maul as I can
It's a
before I
solid mass,
spin
it
that.
just drips.
Say that. Oh, what?
It's a solid mass, it just drips.
Okay, so I couldn't like stick it on the end of a thing.
Well, you can
Actually,
stick
the
it into
gumdrops
the
stick
end of
me.
it. Yeah, you can stick
Yeah,
into
so
the end of it, yeah.
So I'm going to shove into that and try to get it to stick to the end of my maul, and then spin and whack into, if it sticks again, whack into the hollow hair.
Yep.
Hollow.
Let's go ahead and roll that unarmed strike, because this is all for flavor.
Advantage
that is-
of flanking.
Yep, it's going to be a 15, because it was 2 9s.
It is not a hit.
It is not a hit.
So take
So
your
I'm going to
advantage.
take... That was with advantage. I get my second attack as part of my attack action, because barbarian reasons. That's a little better. 22 to hit.
Hits. And
Cool.
you will do an additional 1d10 radiant.
Very nice. So I'm going to deal... it is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning. Plus... You said 1d10 of radiant, so let's just roll that while I'm thinking about it. Plus 7 points of radiant. So that's 15 total. I still have to go under features and traits to get my additional radiant blah blah blah. Divine Fury, and that's going to be an additional 7 points of radiant from Divine Fury. So all in all, 8, 15, 22 points of damage, most of it radiant.
Okay.
And since I'm still within striking range, that was one attack action. I'm going to take my second attack action to do 2 more unarmed strikes with that same weirdly modified candy maul.
Before you
A
do this,
25
I'm going to interject for one moment.
Go for it.
The black egg in the possession of Mr. Hoppers at this point begins to hum, faint at first, then brighter. You feel warmth that pulses back against the red glow. For a moment, the hollow hair looks at you and hesitates. Inside the cracks of his chocolate chest, something golden flickers. The soul of Pipwhistle may yet remain, but it's buried deep. Carry on your attack, if you wish.
Yes. I want to crack the chocolate out from around his golden soul. I never thought I would say that.
It's a strange statement to say, isn't it?
Yeah, the next one was a 25 to hit.
Is a hit.
That is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage plus still the
1d10.
radiant, correct?
Yes.
Plus 10 points of radiant, so 18 points of damage.
Okay. The hair is
And then
looking rather
Wispy.
hot.
Hot.
Soggy. Oh, hot. Okay.
He's
And then an additional second unarmed strike. For the attack action, it's going to be a 19 to hit, which I believe hits. For maximum damage, 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Let's see if I can roll max on the d10 again. Plus 7 points of radiant, so 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is it. I am there. I have essentially second winded, and I'm standing there just wailing away, trying to. Come on, Pip! Come on, Pip! I know you're in there. Get out!
What a shame you don't have an action.
I did, but I used it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I timed myself intentionally.
Before you go further, Alex, Travis, for your
Uh-huh.
Divine Fury on action, you just scroll down to the bottom, and under Other, it says Divine Fury, and a button you can press. I just made a barbarian just to see if it still did that.
Mine does not. It says other actions in combat interact with an object. Push. Once during your turn, when you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you can also push them 5 feet away from you. And rage, primal knowledge. Whenever you make an acrobatics, intimidation, perception, stealth, or survival skill, you may use your strength modifier instead of its normal modifier.
Have you chosen the damage for your Divine Fury?
Ah, maybe that's why.
So
Where would I do that? In the
Yes.
character sheet
Hollowhair's
somewhere?
going to attack Lilac first.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go try to figure this out while you are doing damage.
Let me see if I recharge.
No, it doesn't tell me to choose anything for Divine Fury.
It should tell you to choose either Necrotic or Radiant.
No, in my character sheets it just says you
Do not.
choose the type each time you deal the damage. There's no manual choices.
What?
Hmm.
Why is everything so busted on your side?
I don't know.
I succeed in hitting you twice with
Okay.
my Nougat Grasp.
Nougat Grasp. Tell me my damage.
26 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, ouch. I'm glad I
I
healed.
rolled well this time, and can you please make 2 strength saves against being grappled?
Yes. First one is going to be a nat 20 for a 26.
You succeed.
I really hope that succeeds.
It does.
Second one is going to be a 7 for a 13.
You are grappled by the hare.
Okay.
The hare is grappling you and will teleport with you.
Okay.
20 feet
In which direction?
towards you.
Towards me, so he's standing right in front of me and
He's
Draco.
standing right in front of you, Draco.
Yeah.
Perfect.
At which point...
He's holding something with both his arms. He cannot attack me.
doesn't need to attack you. He will cackle again. Wisdom save. You, Draco,
It's an
Lilac,
18.
and Malfoy.
That's a
Draco
3
is
for me.
not doing great. 18 for Hopper and 3 from
DC
Draco.
is 14.
Uh,
If you fail the DC, you lose your reaction next round.
oh, okay. So Draco loses his reaction.
Yes.
Just unnerving enough that we can't muster that in ourselves.
Yes. Slippery like syrup.
Yes.
At which point we turn
Yes.
to Mr. Hoppers.
And his army.
And a small army of serpents.
And his school of magic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And his amphibian armada.
Reptilian repertoire.
reptilian repertoire. You will see a slight hesitation in Draco, but he will lash out at the chocolatey Drake with a disadvantage. The chocolatey bunny, not Drake.
Yeah, no, I get you.
For a 19.
He's a hit.
And that deals 5 points of poison damage
The
As he-
hare still stands.
as he bites. As Draco bites, Malfoy will just be in the background hissing, not daring to get
Hissing
closer.
bitchily.
If he knew how to speak the
Parcel
tongue of the snake, he would be screaming obscenities.
Nothing new there.
Mhm.
So if you could,
Obscenities all the time.
if you
And-
could speak snake, you would hear it.
Yes.
What's
Yeah.
that called in Harry Potter?
Parcel
Parcel tongue.
And Mr.
That
Hopper
was for
will
you, Aina.
Mr. Hopper will hold up the egg that crackles,
Okay.
and he will look at the hollow hair. You want this?
The hare
Too
regards
bad.
you with a dead stare.
Well, you're not getting it. And I will just move away from him.
He will get an oppie.
Does
Did
he?
Oppie?
When he's
Yeah,
holding
I've
something?
always called them oppies. I just stopped myself from saying it.
I love it though. That's fine.
I mean,
It's great.
sure, he can get an Oppie, but he's also grappling
Oh yeah, he's grappling. He
someone.
can't get a tough top shit against you.
No. So, I will move 30 feet away. And I have one action to move and then one action to taunt the hollow hair.
Okay.
And Draco will try his best and maybe succeed.
Is this intimidation?
Actually, it's a 22 with disadvantage.
Okay.
Ooh,
What is the intimidation? What are you doing?
4 points of poison damage from Draco, and it's not an intimidation, it's a taunt.
As your final blow lands, the hollow hair shatters like brittle bark, his shell exploding into dark syrup and sticky mist. The corrupted eggs burst in kind, each releasing a muffled scream that echoes through the stone. The egg moon doesn't vanish but dims. The red hue fades, but the crack remains. The air clears, the maze withers. The festival resumes, but children will whisper rhymes of the hollow hair, of the one spring that never fully returned.
Oh.
You chose the bad ending.
Oh,
As
God
the
damn
hollow
it.
hair shatters, the egg moon implodes in a flash of sugar fire. Where Pit Pissel once sat, only a cracked eggshell remained, still beating faintly. The ground blossoms with strange black flowers. Bramble Burrow continues to celebrate the return of spring, but some say new blooms whisper at night.
Oh, that's horrifying.
You chose the bad ending. You could have saved Pit Whistle.
Yeah, probably. That was my intention, but my Drake is not smart, and
No.
I had no indication that he was 4 damage away from being dead.
But I get to actually give you loot because, yet again, I have done a one-shot that's a one-shot.
Yay!
I'm kind of pleased with myself.
And it's on the mark as well.
It is, even though we started late. I did well. I pushed you through a
Yes.
little bit. Can each of you roll a d6, please?
Yes. Me and all my animals, or just me?
Just you. And of course,
It's
these
a
items
six.
persist outside of the one-shot.
Oh,
A
nice.
4.
So you got a 4.
I got a 6.
Let me put them in here. Travis, this is what you get. You get a marzipan familiar egg. And Lars, you will get a crescent yolk pendant. Give me 1 second. I'm just
Ooh.
putting them up.
Yes. Crescent Yog pendant. How lovely.
Also, this is very, very strange, but I want to say I really, really appreciated the hollow hair being a chocolate rabbit because, like, you could really easily make those creepy, and you did. It was great.
Yeah.
I did creepy Easter. Yay!
Yeah. Well, creepy Easter being, I don't know, a hollow hair particularly being like a shell of a person, like Five Nights at
Yeah, it's
Freddy's
literally. Yeah.
style. That's really good. I like it.
Thank you.
It is.
In a weird way, but I enjoyed the weird way it went.
Oh yeah.
This is what happens when my mind goes strange.
And then, yeah, I can't copy that all over. Would you mind just copying
Yeah,
that
I was saying I was going
Yeah.
to copy and paste both of you anyway.
in the? You could just post it in the special events chat. It will be good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I'll do
Both
that.
of us. It'd be a little faster.
Yes. This was very nice.
It was fun. I wish we would have had more indicators that there were multiple possible endings. So, sorry we
I
missed
did
the
give-
potential for
I
a good
did give
ending.
you hints, but I didn't give you out.
Yeah.
That's the world hints. Oh, why is it
Yeah.
copying and pasting the same one again?
Because I get 2 of them. That's why.
No, you don't. You get 1.
No.
Excuse me.
There we go.
There
That
we
is
go.
where we end session.